And welcome back to the channel, and we're going to play another one of these World Cup alternate courses, and this is Pickerel Bay Golf Club, even by TJ, who's been around for a significant while. This is the first course in a while. Okay, we have two tees, they're black and white, and they're really close together. I just don't think, okay, I'll hold my judgment. I just don't necessarily think we need to do the manipulated tees for everything. But that's also, if you haven't been around for a while, you maybe haven't seen that those are kind of overdone. Medium southeast, we'll go with that. And let's get on in. Now, he says, I've tried and failed to make this course since 21. It's been in my head for years with the routing and everything. Finally, with the new design, I've been able to build it. Built along a lake and a creek, shows extensive fescue grasses, penalising hazards, wide fairways, and beautiful views. Prefers southwest, oops, I didn't see this, or west coming in off the lake. Cool. So maybe sort of Whistling Straits-ish. I mean, the grasses look really good. There's a lot of them. This does remind me of one of the other course. Was it his major course that did this sort of thing? But the sculpting looks nice. So we have those hard-edged fairways. Really wide. There's our creek, which is very winding and... yeah, okay. Very winding. And we've done the base of it quite nicely there. And given how bad the water tools are, looks great. I'm not totally sure about how sinuous it is and how wide it is. And I think if we were going for absolute realism, I think we can nitpick a bit. Yeah. There's some stuff we can talk about with the fairway surfacing. Definitely some stuff we can talk about. Like you can see from up here, some of the fairways, they are getting crazy wide for no real reason. And like, as soon as you look at the overhead and you start seeing this sort of thing, you got to simplify. Same over here. Yeah. Anyway, we will go back. We'll come to those holes when we get there. For the moment, this looks very nice. Bunkers look great. Autumn theme reigns supreme. All of that lovely jazz. Okay, so as long as we can clear that, we're carrying. Good tee distance. I really like the planting off on both sides. That should work. An interesting little mound. This is a very big green. Sorry. It's a very big green. I think you could probably incorporate like you could benefit from shrinking this one a bit. Uphill slope. Ew. Needs to sit and hit that slope. The tiny slope that there is. Come on. No, there's no chance. That's where I wanted it to get to. Oh, I didn't need to just trickle it over. I thought I had less room to play with. Oh, anyway. Apart from the first is fine. Okay, so second hole. I find some of these decisions are really confusing. So we've got a load of heavy rough, which is fine. I don't know why you wouldn't give us anywhere to lay up at like 180, 170 on a really short par 4. And like the only place we've got is hit straight into the bunker or just hit over it. Like people are just going to try and hit over. Or you can't really play 3-wood. Well, you can kind of play it here. And then we get to the green. This is another example, I would say, where we just simplify. Like if you look at the previous course, for example, that one was simple. And it just kind of, everything here on this one, it's overcomplicated because I just end up hitting driver because there's no if everything gets too compartmentalized, you can't really play it that strategically, I would argue. Okay. Oh, no. That's fine. Oh, smash that. Hit the stick. Hmm. That water edge is done really nicely, and the new rocks are benefiting it really well. It's a great look. I like you squeezed a little par 3 down there. This does feel Whistling Straits-ish. Are these 101 green speeds? I did not realise that. Yeah, and yeah, okay, we'll come back to that. There's just there's stuff on here I don't understand why we're doing it. I don't understand this little dip. I don't know where or why we're doing it. I don't understand. Like, this is really hard, and like even Rainer courses wouldn't do something. Well, they might, but even it just feels that sort of harshly angular on a course that the rest of this environment does not scream Rainer, and it's not trying to do that. I'm just going to hit a wedge. I'm going to end up somewhere in that little dip, I think, but that's okay. I didn't really have a better club. Yeah, 101s is a really odd choice as well. You look at it, it looks really good. It's gorgeous. And like oh, it's in this camera, which kind of gives me vertigo a little bit. Looks really good. This is a nice hole. Loads of good going on. Right? Just keep it simple. Right, what do we have in? Fun approach shot. I'm okay with everything on this. This is best golf hole so far. I would try to allow a bit more of a sight line to the green. You don't need to hide it with this bunker. This one, if this one sat down, it would be really, really like about as perfect as we could have. Ooh, needs to get lucky. Don't have made it out of bounds. Hooray! I just think playing from a beach is always fun. Bounce and run. I know it's 101s, it won't bounce and run. Yeah. It's kind of confusing. Oh, there we go. The greens feel half done. Like it's like you've put an outline of a feature in, or just really slowed them down at the very last minute, maybe. Which is a real shame. Like this ocean stretch has been great, or lake. There's a lot of really nice planting down here. Wow, this feature is cool. I'd be really interested to know what went on with the greens at the end. And also, I feel like, could be wrong, it feels like you sculpted it and then put the grasses down later, and that's why our sight lines are not as good as they could be. I don't really understand why we want to see the green and the land short of it. Just, we've had a couple of things go blind for no real reason. It's not unintentional blindness. Well, maybe it is. 1cc. To be honest, pretty much anything can go on CC at the moment. Challenging CC week, and there's still going to be people soaring 50 under by the looks of it. Okay, joint fairway. That makes some more sense. I don't think I'd ever go down here because I get a better run at it from this side. I think my number one message, well, I can tell you, and I do know I've said this before, but like everything's got to be more simple. Like, there's like 5, 6 ideas for every one hole, and they're all fighting, and none of them are making it better. Because this one has a really cool potential approach shot of like blind, bounce it down the hill towards the green. Then we chucked a centerline bunker. Yep. Oh, not going to happen now. Yeah, there's just loads of stuff, and yeah, we can unnecessarily fairway on the left. Maybe is it Pete Dye things? No, I don't think so. I just disagree. It's kind of inspired by Pete Dye, but Pete Dye would not do this, and Pete Dye would not like he would do a lot of things. He would make them uncomfortable. He probably wouldn't hide the big ravine here behind a hill. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't think would happen. Also, Pete Dye built some really bad golf holes. 5 at Whistling Straits is genuinely the worst par 5 I've seen. Yeah, like here we've got a tree right in the line of play, and like I know you can do that. I just don't understand. I guess it's to block off just playing down here and force you into this neck of bunkers, but then we've got the tight angled green beyond some other bunkers. Like everything's getting too tight here. We can't lay back because then we're really in the tree, and like we've done this big dune. No, well, maybe not. Like, don't get me wrong, the idea of Whistling Straits 5 is not. I can see the idea, just not a good hole, and it's like it's one where you can't really explain it, just like other than it's gimmicky beyond belief. But yeah, I think I remember saying the same on the Dream Team course when that was in 23. Like the ideas are all like the problem is not the ideas. The problem is that there's too many ideas and not making it simple. Again, we have a centerline bunker. We've had a lot of them. It looks very pretty. Up there, and we'll pop it in. And this green is doing a lot of things. There are kind of spines everywhere. Again, I think it would have been simplify. Oh, it's just going to go a little too far. Unless it grabs. Oh, it did grab. Cool green sight in amongst the dunes. Okay. This is pretty wild. Give it a go. Yeah, I figured that might happen. The river is something. I agree. Let's go see it. Find an area. 135. Yeah, I don't quite love this, but maybe it works. And I don't know. I hit a bad shot. I can't really complain that much. Clubhouse is interesting. Where are we off to now? Okay, so that's our 9th, I think. Back to even. I reckon we're looking at 120 yards wide. 110. Yeah. Kind of think I've made the point before. I don't really need to. Yeah. It's a real shame. I like the look. You desperately need an editor. So like here, you've got the potential for a very cool hole if you just smooth this out and like make it all run down. The look is amazing. Like visually, no issues. This sightline looks really cool. Even the little teeny tiny pine there looks great. The golf is just frustrating. I I don't get how we don't see this. Ah, I did forget to check for elevation. I was too busy panning around the green. The recovery shot. Hell of an up and down. Take that. Yeah, that worked out all right. Like again, there's no way to not be blind. Maybe downwind with like the 305 driver. It's so frustrating. And like, yeah. Oh, and I forgot to check my lie. Just I'm taking an unplayable. Tee shot looked fine. That's more like it. Oh, we're actually going for this fairway. That was what we meant. Like everything smacks of someone just trying to do like I've seen this happen so many times where we're just trying to overthink, or not necessarily trying to, but we are overthinking everything and trying to make everything hyper strategic, and the result is that it's not really strategic at all because there's no good options. I will take my double bogey. Right, the green's massive again. You can tell. And as a result, it's just really unfocused. I really want to like this. I'm sorry. Yeah, scaling is part of it. Right. Talk me through this. So we're saying you can play 3-wood to here, then what? Then hit way up to here. Then over those 2 bunkers, or you hit driver somewhere down here, but like and then you look at the tee shot, it looks amazing. It looks really, really good. You've done so much of the hard work. Just make the golf sensible, like even average. Right, this is we can't do this. There's no good play. No, I really didn't go. Okay. Par 3. Probably coastal? Oh no. No, wait, what? We're not here, are we? Yeah, okay. Okay, we can kind of test this one. So 107 to 135. Suddenly gone for, like, again, I'd say scaling issues. A little bit with the green, but then we've seen I have less issues with this hole. I think this hole works. Fewer issues, sorry. Again, sightline looks really nice. Ah. But this one made sense for like the shot value we were hitting. Like the variable green length on this one worked. Why? Oh, oh, that worked out. Really thought I'd messed up that tee shot. Again, though, like I would kind of be fine with this hole. Just we don't need any of this. None of this mattered. Just do the fairway normally, like just round here. Leave all that space to play with. Absolutely fine. Oh, we got one of our shots back. Wanted 4-iron. Yeah, no, I didn't. Not so much. Oh, found some fairway. Light rough. Oh no. Only he was a lefty. Do not have this shot. I think there's 2 tee boxes, and they're from the same angle, at least on that hole. I will, yeah, but we'll give the benefit of the doubt. Come on, let's get back to level par. Yeah, I know. I don't think there is one. I appreciate the solitary car. I have a lot of time for that. Cool green site. Ooh. If I find that bunker, that would have been fun. Some of the, yeah. You have two, do you even have one? Yep. Well, we made it back in +1. I feel like I have been negative on that. Well, no, sorry. I know I have been. And it's kind of because I know I've said this all before. And at a certain point, I kind of would just hope that we would listen and maybe take the feedback. Like, and granted, everyone has their style, but I try to explain it in a way that hopefully, oh god, I accidentally exited out. That hopefully it does make sense, and hopefully it's kind of thought through and clarified, and this is why, and this is why that doesn't work, and what have you. Decisions were made. Like you've nailed the look. The look is really cool. I think the creek itself didn't do it for me personally. It's just a touch too fantasy in terms of how it comes across. But I do appreciate all the work you put in. I thought the dunes and that bit's planting looked really good. Autumn trees work really nicely. Just if you put a simple golf course on this, like you're getting in as an alt, I think it's just overthought and overdone, like everywhere. Totally respect the effort, really do. And like the reason we do these is because I really want, like, all of this only ever came about because I wanted to try to give people feedback, and like because completed courses doesn't do that. You'll get the pat on the back from someone who thinks it looks pretty and made a 64 or whatever. Like this is an attempt to try to kind of help us all like push on, myself included. Like, and I completely like it when other people do this to my courses. I want to see people getting the bad bounces so that I see them and get a little bit better. But like I said, all of this stuff on the Dream Team course, like the Dream Team course was the same. There were just so many overthought things where we put in so many extra bits on the hole and just like, oh, we'll now add a bunker there, and it just like have a simple idea, stick to that. That's your one bit of feedback. Like it's all you need to hear for like the next 10 courses because everything else is there. Like that's it. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. We will probably do some streaming tomorrow night. My wife's away for the weekend, so I've got time to play some golf. And if anyone wants to publish a course now, would be a really good time. But otherwise, I'm just going to enjoy the sun and yeah, have a nice weekend off. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, as mentioned, I know it's negative and I'm in a lot of ways, and I'm hoping